And they're up against Chiu and Wang from Chinese Taipei. It's the number 6 seeds against the unseeded pair. There you see their progression to this final. And look at Gutama and Isfahani's. They put out the top seeds, Chiu and So. They put out the 3rd seeds, Man and T, in the semis yesterday. So you would make them, I think, a pretty warm order against the Chinese Taipei pairing of Chiu and Wang. Here's the race to the World Tour finals. And you can see at the moment we've got a couple of Malaysian pairs. In fact, we've got 3 Malaysian pairs in the top 8. And only 2 will be permitted to play in that end-of-season event. Kim and So currently top of the pops there in the men's doubles. So here come the Indonesians. With Gutama leading the way. And now from Chinese Taipei, Chiu and Wang. Just outside the world's top 20 currently. Chiu and Wang.
Okay, good luck.
First meeting between these two pairs, as you see.
Okay. Red or black?
Red.
So red with black, okay? Black.
Receive.
One receive and Gutama serve. Okay. This side. Okay.
Well, this is an intriguing men's doubles final. I mentioned that they've not played previously, but Gutama and Isfahani have been absolutely stellar so far this weekend. In fact, the whole week, rather like the French doubles pair in the women that we saw over the last half an hour. They're ranked just outside the world's top 10. Been a tad high, that was earlier this year. I mean, it's amazing when you think about it, Bobby. They were actually playing in kind of lesser international events as recently as 2023.
Yeah, if I'm right, I think they left the national team a few years ago and went independent, and that decision didn't necessarily work wonders for them. They sort of struggled for a while, but they had a good spell in Europe a couple of years ago, and since then they've been difficult to put down. They're a tough pair.
They have, however, lost their last 5 finals, and that's including the Indonesia Open, which is a Super 1000 event, the Macau Open as well. So they haven't been able to get over the winning line. They had a decent tournament of the All England and got to the semis. There's their progression this week. I mean, they beat the Popov as well in half an hour. I didn't even mention that. Not exactly the easiest route to the final, is it?
No, it's not, and they've really taken advantage, I think, of some pairs that have been slightly underperforming in Europe over the last few weeks.
And their opponents today from Chinese Taipei, as you see, just outside the world's top 20. They have been inside it. That was back in May, that high ranking of 16. Chiu's dad was a baseball pitcher, incidentally. His younger brother's also a badminton pro. He was a golfer as a kid. Then he broke his arm and decided to take up badminton when he recovered. They did win a tournament this year, unlike their opponents. That was the Taipei Open back in May. And of course, Wang needed a new partner after Li Yang retired. Consecutive Olympic golds he won with Li Yang, and a little matter of 8 World Tour titles as well. They had a good win in the first round against Lane and Vendy, who were in form themselves. Then they beat Astrup and Rasmussen very, very tidily too. So this might be interesting. Ichi Nonoguchi of Japan is the chair umpire. And Dennis Alvagna from Switzerland will be in the service judges chair for this one.
Yeah, something's finally clicked for Wang and Chiu this week, beating those, well, 3 seeds, but especially Kim and Anis and Ben and Sean along the way. 12 tournaments they've played since that win at the Taipei Open, and they haven't made it past the round of 16, and now they're in the final.
It's amazing, isn't it? It sometimes can just take one spark,
Ladies
and
and
all of a sudden
gentlemen,
your season reignites again.
On my right, Sabar Kareman Gutama and Moreza Balevi Isfahani, Indonesia. And on my left, Chiu Shenqi and Wang Qilin, Chinese Taipei. Sabar Kareman Gutama to serve to Wang Qilin. Level play.
So here we go then, men's doubles final. Super 500 title at stake. One of the things that has impressed me massively about the Gutama-Isfahani partnership is their defensive abilities, which is so key in men's doubles. Been off the scale this week. Saw evidence of it there in just the very first point of the match. And Sudirman have got to be a bit careful here. They can't afford to let the Indonesians get off to a fly, because they have proved this week that they're pretty good front runners.
Yeah, they've got a great all-round game, because both Gutama and Isfahani can hit hard and with variation from the rear court. But like you said, what impresses me is that defense, but also the quality of their shots. Normally, that wasn't one of them. Around the mid-court and the service line, and played at pace as well, with little time to react, has meant that they have proved a real challenge for players like Su and Chiu, who they beat earlier this week, for example. And that's where Wang and Chiu have got to be very careful taking them on in that early exchange around the service line in the mid-courts. They might be better off to try and play the long game, play softer to the net and get the lift, because if the Taipei pair can get the attack, they've got a good chance here. But if they don't, they're in real danger.
Isfahani has not missed many of those this week.
They've played in some pretty big matches as well, the Indonesians. They were the semi-finalists at the World Tour Finals in December. They were the semi-finalists at the All England this year.
4-3.
Yeah, in the final of the Indonesia Open, as I mentioned as well. Nice little bit of disguise. You must think as well that when you have lost your last 5 finals, it starts to cause a psychological issue potentially. And it's very hard just to shut that kind of statistic out of your head.
Yeah, it must be a horrible feeling. I mean, I think this opportunity,
5-4.
although they have had a couple elsewhere, but this one, and the way they've been playing this week, really is a terrific chance for them.
Well, it was a wonderful shot from Chiu in the previous point. And Isfahani has just replied in kind.
Look a bit slow to react, Wang and Chiu, at the moment. It's much
Service
better.
over. 6-5.
Poaching with intent at the net, Wang Qilin.
7-5.
Glad to see that Wang was fully committed there, because that sort of shot from his opponents is going to happen over and over again. They won't necessarily like to sit back and just casually lift it to the back line. They'll take the net on.
8-5.
It's a hard man to get past the front of the court, the 30-year-old.
It's a good rally.
9-5.
Well, for the last 4 or 5 points, where it's not just that the Chinese Taipei pair have won them, but it's the way they've taken control of the rally.
Yeah, and again, Wang Qilin there, 3 or 4 shots from the end, pushed in, anticipating that to middle, to the net. That's where it's going to go, and it looks like they've done their homework here.
Just long.
Service over. 6-9.
Good defense from Isfahani.
What a rally! How do they keep that going? Oh, fantastic! Oh, huge entertainment here. What a point.
10-6.
There were shots from well behind, shots through the legs, around the back, all sorts.
You'd think you were watching some kind of exhibition instead of a Super 500 final.
Look at that.
Over. 7-10.
Well, I thought the pair from Taipei started the first few points a bit slow, but the intensity's there now from all of them.
Change. Good. Play.
That wasn't Isfahani's best moment, was it? That said, we've got to give credit to Chiu and Wang. They've been the better pair in the early stages here, and they lead 11-8 at the break.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Eleven, 8, play.
Well, it was given in, but straight away, Gutama, who was closest, raised his arm to challenge, so Hawkeye will have the final say here.
I thought that might have just caught the line.
They did. Just. Tell you what, these line judges should be good, aren't they?
One challenge remaining. 12, 8, play. Starts over. 9, 12.
It's been a few times, Isfahani in particular has taken on shots where he's relied on his deceptions more than early shot quality and got themselves in trouble.
9.
That man, Wang has been hunting the net the first half of the game.
Starts over. 10, 13.
Well, he knows a little bit about being in men's doubles finals.
I haven't recaptured the fluency yet, Gutama and Isfahani. They had in the, certainly their semi-final and quarter-final.
You see them turning around quite a lot to have a chat with Hendra Sesiwan.
15, 10.
That's what tends to happen when you're ahead. You get those kind of breaks. Just died off the net cord. Is it me, or does it feel like there's not quite as much drift today as there has been in the last few days? I haven't noticed it too much.
No, I mean, that shot was a long way out the back. Just didn't really have time to react. There's also been no emphasis placed on winning the toss and choosing an end at the beginning of matches the last couple of days either.
11, 16.
Uh-oh. Thought Chiu should have finished it the first time, but...
Starts over. 17, 11. What's the code?
The Indonesian pair don't seem to have a obvious strategy to win points at the moment. They're putting some emphasis on the first couple of shots in the rally. But as soon as they get into the rally, they don't seem to be taking any chances.
(17-11).
Well, this opening game, flying by. We've only played 13 minutes, and the finish line in sight in this opener for Chiu and Wang.
Service over. 12-18.
Looking at each other,
13,
the Taipei pair.
18.
Yeah, there was a little movement from Chiu. His racket going that way, and I think Wang was expecting his partner to pick that up.
18.
Surprised him with the flicker there. So it's 4 points in a row for the Indonesians, and that little run comes to an abrupt end.
Good return from Wang
15.
He's a tall man and a very powerful man too. I think he's lost a little bit on the smash in the last couple of years. Always see him icing that right elbow in and around the hotel tournaments.
Service over. 16-19.
Well, that's a cheap point, and they may yet live to regret it.
19.
Looked down and out of this game at one point, but right back in it now. Little bit of indecision on the Indonesian side, and it brings up game points, 3 of them
17.
for Chiu and Wang.
Yeah, it was a slightly unorthodox return of serve, and it confused them, I think.
Service over. 18-20.
Flicker again. That's twice in fairly quick succession they've tried that.
That was brave as well against the left-hander.
Yeah, and on game point. So 2 saved, 1 to go for those 2. Well, they couldn't save the third, so Chiu and Wang take the opener, 21-19, and the underdogs lead the favourites.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Coach. Second game, level, play.
Well, time for Gutama and Isfahani to come to the party, otherwise they're going to extend this incredibly frustrating run to 6 finals and 6 defeats.
I think the Indonesians will feel the more frustrated, not just because they lost the opening game, but they're not being allowed to assert their own style on this match.
Well, and they haven't reached the level that they did yesterday or in the quarters, but maybe, as you say, that's because they haven't been allowed to. Chiu and Wang have been on their case since first point. Very quick to spot the opportunity there, Wang.
It's good variation as well, going over the top into that backhand corner. And getting a weaker return.
Good lead. Flying start for the Chinese Taipei pair here.
Good return. They just can't seem to put anything together, these two.
Time's over. 1, 5.
That's nice. A little bit of composure there from Gutama. Little hole at the net with a double action. Didn't look like much, but it was enough to send Chiu backwards.
Three, 5.
Missed it. That's the first real easy chance that either Chiu or Wang has passed up.
Play.
He was holding his shoulder here after this final smash out wide.
Well, that's not a good sign.
No, and I just wondered whether the timing was off. You can really feel it. It's like hitting anything. You hit a golf ball and you haven't got the timing right. It sort of aggravates your whole body, doesn't it? And
I don't get the timing right almost ever. Is that why I hurt so much? Never knew that.
it's the same in badminton. If you're going all out for a smash and you don't quite time it correctly, it niggles a little bit.
So 5-love down to 5-all, and now in front. Topsy-turvy men's doubles final here.
Good net from Gutama.
Seven, five.
That was the one shot in that rally that turned everything around. Yeah, quick into the net and good touch.
Yes, okay, thank you. Wait. 7-5.
Oh, clever.
Well, a nice piece of ingenuity in the middle of that rally, but it didn't do Wang any good in the end. 8 points in a row now for the Indonesians.
Oh, gets away with it.
And then the unexpected error from Gutama.
6-8.
Strange how the momentum in this is such a important thing, because tactically not a lot's really changed. So for a pair to have 6 straight points and then the other pair gets 8 straight points, and it just proves such a high pace they're playing with and how there are such fine margins. A lot of strapping on that right arm of Wang Qilin.
That's on the line. No challenge because he knew it, Isfahani. Just an error of judgment there. Just inside the line, I think, if anything. Yeah.
Great shot. That was confidently played.
9-8.
Not easy because he was taking it below tape height.
It's not all 400 km/h jump smashes in men's doubles. Always room for finesse and subtlety, just like that. Well, thank you very much. Just where he wanted it.
Service over. 9-0. Service over. 10-9.
Off camera there, Wang Qilin just gave him a little pat on the head. He's a little bit disappointed with his partner. Did Wang Qilin. There's some mad decisions being made at times for the Indonesian pair. Gutama could have taken his shot earlier and done something a lot more effective with it. And he was trying to be deceptive, and he put both of them in big trouble. Yeah, we get a shot of it here, maybe. Oh, it's a tap on the head.
Okay, thank you. Ten, all.
So they have a single point advantage, Chiu and Wang, at the mid-game break. But this is all getting very tight in the men's doubles final.
Also. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Okay, thank you. Eleven, 10, play.
A lot more patience in this rally. That's a lovely shot from Wang.
Great defence while it lasted, but it was stoic defence from Chiu and Wang for probably the first, I don't know, 20 strokes of that rally. Permanently on the defensive, and they managed to turn it round.
Till 10.
There he goes again. He's been doing that so often today.
13, 10.
That's been the big difference between the pairs, is this initiative and anticipation from Wang Qilin. And the shuttle is below the tape on his opponent's side. He's very quick to move forwards, and the Indonesians keep playing it back to net and getting in trouble.
Wide. Half a chance that.
Service over. 11, 13.
What happened there?
Something amused him. Easy leave.
Service over. 14, 11.
Oh, that was an opportunity for Wang Qilin. He just rushed the shot a bit.
Yeah. Big swing. Full shoulder into that. Could have just been a little, get your racket up and prod it, push it.
You can tell exactly what he thought about it, but They've given them the point back straight away.
15-12. No, play on. Use your foot. Yes. Play.
Good umpiring that, I think, from Mr. Nonaguchi. We'll need to get the moppers on. We have seen the odd slip this week, but today I don't remember it happening on a single occasion.
No, it's been good. Indonesians seem a shadow of themselves from what we saw the last couple of days, though, don't they? They seem unsure, that's the thing. Good rally.
Fantastic reactions. Look at that. Oh, it's gone wide.
17-12.
It's funny because you wouldn't say this has been the greatest men's doubles final of all time, but within it, we've had some hugely entertaining exchanges like this one.
That was brilliant, wasn't it? Chiu there in that rally was a spectator. Wang Jilin was running around him at times. Apart from that final moment.
Over 13.
Yeah, he was just gesturing to his coach that perhaps he could have blocked it to the net there instead of lifting it defensively.
Well, that's an absolute gift, isn't it? Can't afford to do that with the scoreline the way it is. Game down, and now it's 5 points adrift in the second as we near the finish line for those two.
Clever.
Over 14.
It's been some really nice shots at times that you're not expecting. It's been too few for these two, though. When they've had chances to create something like that, they've made a few messy mistakes.
Wouldn't be denied, would he?
Time over 19-14.
That's just superb from those two. Straight from one shot down. Chiu enjoyed that.
Ended up being a very, very effective return.
19.
Well, remember then, just squeezed over the line in the first game, Chiu and Wang. Third of 3 game points. So this is far from over.
There looks to be lots of gaps on court. But it's almost like both pairs trying to prove to each other or to themselves that they can beat them at their own game, sort of thing.
17,
It's a little bit one-dimensional. That was just a bit messy, wasn't it, with the leave?
Pivotal miss.
18.
He buries
19.
that. 3 match points. As it is, the second game right in the balance now.
You get the feeling that if they don't win this second game, there's no guarantees they're going to continue to be the front runner.
That was huge. But that mistake does bring up now 2 championship
20,
points
match point
for Chiu and Wang Qilin. It's there, into the net, and Chiu and Wang are over the line. And this really frustrating run for Gutama and Isfahani continues. 6 straight final defeats now. But for Chiu and Wang, it's a second title of the year and their biggest.
They were the better pair today. They looked like they had more of a game plan. They were a bit more positive, particularly in their movements, taking those chances by strangling the space. And I think the Indonesians looked a little bit unprepared. They relied a little bit too much on their talent and not enough on a structured thought process of the game and hard work. And I think they pay the price against 2 good players.
Yeah, they just didn't recapture what they'd shown us the rest of the week, really. Gutama and Isfahani. And they're so close, these men's doubles pairings. I think outside, well, the top 20, anyone can beat anyone else, really. You can't take liberties. 21-19, 21-18, 42 minutes was all it took. So they're going to disappear out of the arena and then reappear again very shortly for the medal presentation. This was the final point. Bit of a tame ending, really. It was a match that never really scaled the heights, did it?
No, there were a few magic moments in there, but all round it was quite scrappy. And there seemed to be a lot of pressure and intensity that perhaps overdid it. Could have been a little bit more relaxed and find some space. Weren't that many long rallies, were there? Somebody's just got a racket from a 2-time Olympic gold medalist to go home with.
So here come the players out onto the main stage here.
Isfahani. Und daneben nochmal ein dicker Applaus für die Sieger Chiu und Wang. Herzlichen Glückwunsch!
Well, they've played some great badminton this week. Knocked out So and Chiu in a memorable quarter-final. Then they beat Man and T in the semis, but just couldn't find that kind of form when it really mattered today. And as I say, that's 6 straight defeats in finals for them. Consolation being 7,800 ranking points and a check for just over $18,000 US. For those two, though, it's been a great day. They'll have 9,200 ranking points and 37.5 US, give or take, is the first prize here, and some artwork as well.
Ja, weiß man könnte, wo man hinstellen soll. Ja, das ist nicht das Problem. Hände voll. Was hat man davon, wenn man gewinnt? So ein bisschen Musik gibt's auch noch.
So on paper at least, the two outsiders in both our women's doubles and men's doubles finals have prevailed. Wonder if that trend is going to continue for the 3 remaining finals that we're bringing you here live from Saarbrücken. Still plenty of action to come before the World Tour finals, by the way. We've got a big event in Japan and down under as well in Australia. Played in very good spirits, that men's doubles, so we'll leave them there as they await a few more photos with our congratulations. And for the next 2 hours or maybe more, it's time for us to concentrate on the singles. And first up, it is the women. Putri Wardani, the top seed from Indonesia, taking on Mia Blichfeldt, seeded 2 from Denmark. That's next. You're watching finals day at the 2025 Hylo Open, and we've reached our third match and our first singles match of the day. It's the women's final between Putri Wardani of Indonesia and Mia Blichfeld from Denmark. Here's a look at how both of these women reached this stage. Wardani trampled all over Nati Huda in her semi-final.